Hey gents, it's been about 6 months since I unboxed my Manscaped gear, and as I said, I put it through its paces and I'm ready to do my follow-up review. So this is all of the stuff that came inside the box, with the exception of the soap, the body soap. I used it up because I really liked it. And I guess that's a good place to start. So I'll put links to Manscaped and everything below, and you know, this video is not sponsored or anything, all my own thoughts, but it's been an interesting time to use this stuff because when I started it, my wife wasn't pregnant. When I started using this stuff, my wife was. So I get my wife's thoughts on the scents pre and post pregnancy, which is interesting. And then I've been using the trimmer the past couple months as well, and I'll wrap my thoughts up in it. So first, for the scent, I use the body wash a lot, and I really like the way that smells and the way it feels. It feels very clean, and I can tell you that my wife loved the smell before she was pregnant, and she was like, you know, I'm really into this. I think the way I described it before is like a manly, I called it a manly refined scent, and then I realized that the scent is actually called refined, but it lacks a certain perfuminess to it that other scents have, and so it's just a very almost like a down-to-earth manly smell. So the soap, the crop preserver, and the reviver all have active pH in there, which is about keeping your skin dry and balanced. And I do have to say that the reviver, it goes a long way. I've used this quite a bit, but I don't know that I would keep it in my desk to use at like lunchtime, but it's something like when you come home at the end of the day, because I used to use Gold Bond in order to keep things kind of dry and comfortable down there, the reviver as a little spray to just kind of bring yourself up a little bit down there feels very good. And the moisturizer, I've used this a few times as well, and like it says, don't put it on the tip of your penis because it does burn a little bit. It's really about the sack area. So those are the soaps. I like the scent. I like the way it made me feel very clean without drying my skin out, which is always big. And then the reviver, I'm into the reviver. The bag that it comes in, this was like the freebie, like when you ordered, you got a freebie on it. It collects a lot of dust, you can see on there, and I've actually seen this design from other companies, so not in there. So it was just in my bathroom and it collected a lot of dust, so you have to wipe it off. But it is nice to have something to kind of shove it all inside of. The nail clippers and the trimmer, all standard stuff. The Plough, if you want to go to skin level for $20, it's really tough to beat, you know, the safety razor here. I don't typically go down to skin level, but it's a solid, sturdy stainless steel Plough in there, and I think it's only $20, so that's a good deal. And it has a nice little mirror in there. Keep in mind, you cannot travel with these. You can't put the straight razor blades through the thing. The big thing you probably want to know about is the electric trimmer, which I've also used quite a bit. And I compared to my wall trimmer, which I've had for many years, and I complained about because like hair sticks to this. The wall trimmer was very disappointing, but the Manscaped one has not been. So the trimmer is like their hero product, and for good reason. It's a well-built product that has worked very well for me. Not only does it have this ceramic blade, it's kind of quiet. It's also waterproof, and the charging on it, you know, it lasts like, they say 60 minutes. I've been able to, you know, just charge it several times over a couple of months. And then they also have a replacement program for the heads, which is nice. The wall one, there's a slightly different process, so you can get subscriptions to this. What I would do is get a few of them like stacked up, because even after 6 months, like it shows no real sign of wearing out on here. But I would like to have replacement heads for the future. And then the charging is just a USB, so you can use any phone charger, or even hotel rooms will just have USB from there. And then it has this cable at the end in order to charge it, and the charge goes pretty quick. I was wrong. I think I mentioned in my last video about using the clips to slide on here. You essentially get 4 fixed positions on the blade guard. So you have a 3mm, a 6mm, a 12, and a 9, but they do just kind of clip on like this pretty easily, and then you can swap them out, flip them around, and that's how you get them. So you can't get, you know, if you want a 2 or a 4, you can't necessarily get those by sliding it, but you know, 3 is close enough for me, and then, you know, either straight blade, 3, 6, and so that's how I see it from there. But I'd say the only criticism or shortcoming of the trimmer itself is that the blade speed, or the RPMs, is not really high enough to do like hair. If you wanted to buy this in order to have your manscaping done, but then also like buzz cut your head, The blade is not quite strong enough to go through like a thick head of hair, but for a thick bush, it's totally fine. The other big thing that they talk about with this is the no pinching or the no cutting technology. And I saw a comment on my last video, it's like, if you were jabbing yourself, trying to cut yourself with this, you will do it. It is possible, but if you're smart about it, keep it on pretty smooth skin, stretch things out if you need to. I have cut myself plenty of times with the wall trimmer, even when I'm trying to be careful, and with the Manscaped trimmer, I did not. So the anti-cut technology in here is good. It's not foolproof because you can cut yourself if you're trying, but I think it's kind of like the flip side of the RPM speed on here. Because it's not too fast and too powerful, it's not going to nick you or trim you like some other higher speed blades would. So there you have it, gents. That is the Manscaped trimmer. I don't think I can demonstrate it without breaking YouTube's guidelines, but for happy trails, armpit hair, pubic hair, works really well. I would say if you're trying to get one trimmer to do downstairs and upstairs, you might need something that's a little bit more powerful, but overall, I'm very impressed with the product, and it's kind of opened my world up to these nicer, better made things, aside from, I think that wall that I bought in college was like 30 bucks or something. Just wanted something cheap to, sideburns and everything, and so far so good. So if you have any questions about the Manscaped one, been using it for 6 months, going to continue to use it, and happy to have any suggestions for similar products, because I'm always looking for the best stuff out there on the internet. And as always, down in the comments, social media, whatever else, and until next time, gents, this is the Kavalier.